Okay, I'm gonna officially call the meeting to order and then we're gonna take roll call.
Perfect.
You wanna start?
Starting with me.
Yep.
Director Nancy Bell, here.
President Lisa Weeks here.
Vice President Doug Iverson here.
And Tiffany Brett here.
Perfect.
Awesome, okay. So we are here to discuss and review the proposed library budget for 2026. And Doug, you can take it from here.
Okay, well, let's just look through this here, and, I didn't see anything in the part-time staff or salaries that looked, out of order. We're not really doing step schedules anymore.
That has to be decided by the library board still.
Okay, so we have, that's one thing, step is something that the city's gone away from
Yes.
and gone to, that, bonus for employees that are above and beyond, and giving, I guess, some employees, cost of living raise. So that's something we need to put on the agenda to make, cause that's gonna help us with our budget.
Yeah, without that decision, we can't even actually put the full-time and part-time salaries into the 2026 budget because we don't know what the adjustments are gonna be to their wage.
Right.
So that
So,
hasn't been decided.
Tiffany, did you get any of this information? Did we send that to you?
No, we didn't.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry, Tiffany.
I was just looking on the website to see if it was there, but no, I don't have it.
Nancy, can you send that off to her later?
Yes, I definitely
After
can.
the meeting or, I didn't check. Okay, so we have a page of, this is the first page after the, agenda. It has step raises that the city has gone away from, so we have to make a decision as a library whether we're gonna continue with the step or go with what the rest of the city is doing with the, bonus for those employees that go above and beyond.
Did we not vote on that already or was that just for last year?
Last year, there was a decision made to continue with the steps at that time, and then there was no further discussion about transitioning to the new wage scale that the rest of the city is doing.
So I think that needs to go on the next
I will
library.
add that to the
I
agenda.
think that's something, and then we need to make sure we have enough, okay, so then we have proposed library position pay plan for 2025, okay? And again, this has to do with, this is not the steps, right?
Right, so the first one that says Ripon Public Library Salary Schedule 2024, that has like a giant text of part-time staff. That one is the step plan that we currently are on, and then the proposed library position pay plan 2025. This is the one that is the performance-based step
Right,
plan.
the performance-based.
So this is the one we'll be voting
This
on.
is the one that we would be moving to, so the 33, so the one to the left that says like $32.21 up top, that one is what was proposed for this year, and then the one on the right-hand side is what's proposed for 2026,
Right.
being the range.
Okay, so let me just make sure, so the 3407 is the 2026 proposed?
No, so it's this entire section.
Oh, this over here,
Yeah,
okay.
so after this gray line that says
Got it.
2026.
Oh, okay, I
So
got it
basically, all of the ranges are adjusted by the 2.8 cost of living adjustment to put them into the same range.
now. Wonderful.
Yeah, and then everything would kind of be dependent on if somebody gets the 1.7 performance bonus or not.
Got it, okay, thank you for that explanation.
So sorry about not being able to send these out, Tiffany. I was
That's okay.
running around until just before you got in here.
All right, the next page is, wages for communities, nearest 25 communities, service population between 10,000 and 13,000, which is a little bit bigger than Ripon. Their average wages, directors with master's degrees, directors full-time, that percentage, and that's just, I think, to help us guide us on our salary.
Yep. Just
Okay.
to see where the low ranges match with our current step wages, to just help look at the ranges that have been proposed. Just doing due diligence, showing where we land compared to other communities.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I know that we are a bit on the smaller side, but still, it's hard to find libraries kind of in our area.
Yeah.
They're either really small, like Green Lake or Market Center, Berlin, or even smaller, or they're much bigger.
Yes. Yeah, so this is really all done by Clarilyn Summersmith because she has the entire state annual report from the last year all available. So she really put this together, and then I just made it look nicer.
Okay, the next page is a kind of a proposed budget. It's just a couple of pages of special revenue fund. Fund 23, professional services, I don't see anything except the landscaper for $3,000. That would be, is that what DPW is charging us? Or where's that?
No, so this is what's been put in our budget for previous years. I just didn't change the line item because that part of our discussion hasn't been decided, so I just left it alone.
Right.
So like Tiffany, when you see this document, so the farmost left line is what we requested in 2025. The middle one is actually what we received this year. This is our actual budget that we're working with. And then the far right column is the 2026, what I think we should look ahead to. So most of the items I left alone, so like professional services, utility service, repair and maintenance, building and grounds, training and travel, I left flat compared to where we are this year. The only additions are going to be publications, dues, and subscriptions. I mean, there's 4 line items for this year. Even this year, I can see that they're more expensive than we had budgeted for already. So like the social media archiving is $100 more than we had budgeted for. Our new constant contact, which is how we send out our monthly newsletter and like remind patrons of things.
It's more.
Yeah, that one's going up $50. And then our magazine subscriptions, the publication industry is just it's increasing and we have less availability. So even right now we're over budget. So I'm looking forward to it being $2,500 as opposed to $2,000. And then newspaper subscriptions is the same. I increased it by $300, and we still might have to cut a newspaper with that increase.
Yeah. Okay, so now I realize 50 or 100 or 200 doesn't seem like a lot.
Yeah.
But that all adds up, and then we got to make decisions of how we're going to fit that in our budget, because anybody out there that is watching or listening to this later on, they're going to have to know that we're trying to do the best we can with taxpayer money.
Yes.
With the levy that we've got. So I realize there is some other funding that we have. We have stuff at the Oshkosh Foundation, but that is not, to me, money that we should necessarily use for a recurring expense, like a magazine or something, unless someone donated money for that specific purpose. So, and I realize, a little bit here and there, but it's already pushing $1,000 or more than 1,000, I think.
I mean, so the WLA memberships got cut by almost $200 just because the actual cost is not that much. So that offsets some of it, but it'll be like $600 something more than it was previously.
Right. So if I go down and look at the supplies, small equipment, I'm looking at $100 more for barcode protectors.
Yep.
Dust jackets, another $100. Another $100 for book tapes. Paperback covers, another $100 for that.
Yeah.
Library cards, that's doubled.
Yeah, I put in an order for a regular library card order this year, and it's $400 more than it was previously. So we just had not budgeted correctly.
And now I'm looking at the ebooks, and I'm about ready to have a stroke, because that's from 6,000. That's just under 7,000 to over 10,000. And I'm looking at the adult books. That's not too bad. That's from 10,000 to 10,530. And print has gone crazy for reasons only publishers know.
Yes.
So we're looking at, overall a 2.44% increase. And so, and then that brings us to the MOU.
Yeah.
And
so in general, just to address the 2.4 increase,
Right.
I mean, that's just the cost of doing business. Like, that's not actually us asking for more stuff.
no, that's just the
doing more.
cost of stuff.
That's just to do the same thing that we have been doing. If we
Right.
don't do that increase, we're looking at cutting stuff.
Right. And like I said, we're not adding special puppet theater. We're not going crazy on buying adult books. We're not doing anything wacky. We're not adding ballerina dancing down here or anything like that. This is just to maintain what we have.
Yep.
It's almost a 2.5% increase, and that is about what inflation.
Yeah.
I know I do suspect some of this is gouging, but I can't.
Some
I
of it's just
can't
like-
fix that.
I mean, so like the adult books went up by such a specific amount, like by
Yeah.
$530, which is
Yeah, it kinda
it's an exact 2% increase in everything we order from Baker and Taylor because they're offsetting their delivery service. So like when we order that, they're bumping the price of just transporting the books from them to us. They're increasing the packaging.
Right.
So it's like we're either gonna buy 2% less books or we're gonna increase it by 2% to make sure we can buy the same stuff.
We're gonna try to do the 2% increase.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, so I try not to go crazy.
at least
or
this year.
anything.
Next year it might be a 4% decrease.
I mean, fingers crossed. That would
Right.
be lovely.
Okay, I do have an extra MOU here. Unless you didn't get one.
Well, there's two because there's the 2024 MOU, which is the one that we
Oh, that's
signed
right,
last year.
That's right.
And then this is the updated one that says 2025. So it's just in the upper right hand corner. I put the years because they look near identical.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tiffany, just for your information, I did talk to Adam, our city manager, and our finance director, Sean Lassiter. Emailed them about anything that we should know about starting our budget process. And so like what the city wants to do, because with this building being kind of a jewel now, or will be when the renovation's done, they would like us to enter into an updated MOU in which we share maintenance service with DPW. They're going to have someone here part-time and maybe at City Hall, and we would stand part of the cost of that. And what has been suggested, and it's going to be tough to do this, I told Adam I thought it was doable. If I understood this right, half of it would come from our budget, the wages and salaries and medical benefits would come from our part, and that's projected to be, I think he said, around $40,000 a cost share. So now I'm reading this, and I'm not sure if he meant 40,000 for us or half of that. Do you know what?
I mean, it's gonna be. I think it might be $40,000 because if you have like a $50,000 employee with all the benefits of coming full time, it's gonna end up being $90,000.
Cost share is 40,000. That's
Yeah.
what wages would be. So there may be someone coming in at 50, but when you add all the other stuff coming in, that's going to be 80.
Yeah, so if we're splitting it, and I mean, compared to what we're currently paying our maintenance and custodian right now, which is like $18,000. I mean, it's a massive jump.
It is a massive jump, and so that's something else that needs to go on the agenda. So this is what Adam said is that the intent is to streamline building and grounds upkeep, provide consistent staffing coverage, and align the library's maintenance needs with the city's resources. It will certainly cost more money, but it is important to set the right standard for an upgraded facility. I envision the staff member being assigned to the library and another facility such as City Hall to fill out the full time. We will also have other staff as backup when the employee is out. I would see implementation early 2026 with budget impacts. They would not do this without our cooperation. So we would have to make a decision where we're going to get the extra $25,000 or so. There's $3,000 in the landscaping, so that maybe puts us right around $20,000 in the budget. So I don't know where we would find that. That seems like a big chunk to us.
Yeah, it's a big chunk, and I mean some of the stuff too. Like we needed our gutters cleaned this year,
Right.
And I called over to Alan, and he said that like DPW doesn't do any gutter cleaning for any of the city buildings. Like we put that out, so that is coming out of the landscaping money this year. So there's like some stuff that I don't know exactly where to land. Like I'm all for collaborating with other city departments, but I think that there's just more conversation for sure, to figure out exactly.
Yeah, so
is
like
over.
this maintenance person, are they gonna do the grounds too, or is that still coming out separate? So we need to find that out.
Mhm.
Is the person doing this, are they gonna do our grounds, or is that gonna be billed to us separate?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, so there's just like kind of additional questions that we have. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
So, you disappeared for a minute, Tiffany. Did you hear everything?
I missed a little bit, I was having a little bit of trouble with my internet, I think it's back.
Yeah. So we have a couple
I
questions.
just-
We have a couple questions for city administrator about DPW charges us to do the grounds. And we kind of want to know, is that still going to be charged if we do this part-time, the cost share with the city, or can that be folded into it? I mean, I think that's an important thing because there's some difference in money there. I'm suspecting not, but I think that's something that we need to make sure that we're clear about before we move forward one way or the other on doing the cost share thing. That's a big hit. 40,000, and we also need to clarify 40,000 is our share. I'm assuming yes,
Mhm.
but
that would also be my assumption, would be 40,000. Yeah, and I mean when we're looking at just budgetary stuff, like we're trying to
I mean I think we could
pinch.
easily fit 25,000 in, because with the part-time person and some other stuff, I think we could do that. We would have to really work to get 40,000.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I'm not against that. I just don't know where that money would be.
Like, to be honest, 'cause this is like my first time being here and looking
Right.
really deep into the budget. Like, I don't even know what we would cut. Like, I really don't.
No, I don't either. I told Adam I thought we could do it, but I'm not really sure right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we could fit, not easily, but I think we could shoehorn 20 to 25,000 into that position. I'm not sure where the other 15 would come,
Yeah, that seems, I understand
Yeah.
why you would need to put that amount of money in, but is there another department we could share it with rather than just us splitting it with the city?
right? Do we need someone here 20 hours a week? Do we do 15?
Yeah, I mean, if like all of the like hardcore maintenance tasks are handled by the city kind of at like an at-call needed basis, in addition to like them just cleaning the building.
I could kind of see 20.
Yeah.
Easy. 15.
15 I think would be tight. Like we already have 20 and it's already kind of a difficulty keeping up
Yeah,
with
I think
everything.
20 is what we have to have.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have you want to talk with Adam?
Yeah, I'll talk with Adam about
Talk with Adam about that, because I can see trying to shoehorn 25. I think
Yeah.
40 is going to be really tough.
Yeah.
I don't know what we would cut.
I mean, the only thing we can cut, like realistically in our budget, is the book money. That's it. That's the
I think
only thing we
We're
can
a library.
cut. I know, but like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's so hard to cut anything because
Right.
I'm
we're
sorry,
already
Lisa,
skin
you
and bone.
need pitchfork first.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like looking at like the state assessment numbers too. Like we are at the bare minimum tier for what we're spending on materials.
Yeah, we are. I get that. So, I think that we're going to have to have some more discussions with the city about that. I don't know where that 40. I don't know how we would do 40. I mean, I think we can do 20 easy.
Yeah.
We can fit 20 in because we have a person here, but I don't know where the rest of that money's going to come from.
Yeah.
So anyway, is there anything else on the agenda that we need to cover?
Nope.
Okay, so just for anybody out there, that as a recap, we're going through our 2026 budget. There is some pieces in play here. Costs have gone up 2.5% on just library card blanks, even, and such. City would like, because of the renovation of the library, to have someone here part-time, like more professional, I suppose, and pay them a better wage. We don't know where that's going to come out of our budget. So, anybody out there listening, have any questions, please contact one of the board members or our library director, Nancy Bell. At this time, I don't have anything else.
I do not, I just want to reiterate the two items I'm gonna add to the next agenda are to vote on the standard pay increase versus the steps.
Right,
And then discussion on hiring the full-time maintenance in collaboration with the city based on any feedback that Nancy provides after she talks with Adam. And that is all I have unless I missed something.
Sweet. And then were there any additional questions for me to look into? I can send an update or reach out to the rest of the board.
I don't have any, and just, Tiffany, when you get it, if you have any questions, you can contact us.
Nancy, you had sent out an email, was it last week, where you mentioned you had a meeting early this week that was kind of budget related, but I don't remember what.
Yes, there was Fond du Lac County, so part of our service population, so it's, when you look at service population versus the actual population of Ripon, there's about a 4,000 person gap. So when we talk about service population, we're talking about libraries that don't have their own municipal libraries. Mm-hmm. So Fond du Lac County reimburses us for use from those rural residents. So we will be getting about $158,000 from the county, which is kind of built into our regular budget.
Is that stayed about the same? Has that gone up or down?
It's pretty flat
Yeah.
most of the year. It's based on like our cost per circulation model. So it might go up next year because I am planning on funneling more money into the digital materials for us because 2/3 of our collection is not going to be accessible for about half the year.
Right.
So just the increase of digital materials versus physical materials will probably bump that number. So we might get a little bit of an increase from Fond du Lac County in 2 years because that's how their budget
right,
cycles work.
it takes a whole year and then they gotta get it and then they, okay.
But
Okay.
that's how that is. So it's generally flat, but I don't know. So I was talking to Claire about how to possibly, get more funding from different avenues, but nothing really seems to be available at this time.
Right, yeah, there's no money.
Yeah, where's the money? Always. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always looking at grants and different ways to fundraise. I think Doug shared out a grant that we were looking at. Hopefully we're going to apply for soon.
Yeah, you should do that. The 1094 IRS form seems to indicate they got a fair amount of money.
Nice.
So if you wanted a grant for $500 or $1,000, you would probably get it.
Nice. Yeah, and then there's like the Dollar General grants. They have 3 to 4 different versions of the grant that we could apply for and hopefully get. And then there's a couple of other larger national grants that why not take a shot at.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else? Tiffany, you have anything?
I think she froze.
Oh, she
Oh.
freeze.
She's freezing. Oh,
You there?
She's still alive slightly, I saw eye blink. Okay, poor Tiffany.
oh no.
Man, eventually finally we'll get, are you still there?
She's cutting in and out.
I can hear you, but, yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Well, finally we'll get high speed
I don't
eventually.
even hear me.
Oh, she cut out again. No. How is your search going, Tiffany? How's your library director search?
Nope. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you.
Is it going well?
Cool. Our search is going well. We've had a lot of applicants, some qualified, some not. So we haven't done any yet. I think, when do we have interviews scheduled? Is that next week or no, the week after? So
Well, it's good.
yeah, it's pretty good, but we haven't gotten to meet anybody yet to know if they're actually good or if they're just good on paper. So.
Yeah. Okay, well, good luck with that. And since you were here, I thought I would give you an ask because I heard you on the radio a few days ago. So anyway, we do a motion to adjourn?
Yeah,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, let's get out of here. Have a good afternoon or good
Excellent.
evening.